Everybody dance break. It's almost noon. It's almost noon. Wellbeing Wednesday. Take a dance break. I give you permission. Shake out all the stress. Hey, I don't know if you've ever felt this way, but do you just feel like fundamentally flawed sometimes? Do you feel like you've been born without willpower or without any sort of discipline or any sort of chip to concentrate on anything? Right? No, you have not. I'm here to tell you on Wellbeing Wednesday, getting ready to meet with my tribe of happy, of midlife makeover mavens who are learning to make healthy habits happy so they stick. And we meet together every noon, and we have a great time. And we got to have some fun, because if habits aren't fun, we're not going to do them. And no, you're not fundamentally flawed, and you can't get it together because you're not born, without that chip. You are really, honestly, we're all just so stressed out that we're stuck in these old behavior patterns that we can't get out of the rut in our head. And so that stress causes that part of the brain that I'm going to go neurology on it, called the amygdala. There's a part of the brain that stimulates our stress response. And when we're in stress, we can't make good decisions, we can't think straight, we can't sleep right, we can't eat right, we can't drink right, all the things. We can't do anything we know we should do and we want to do when we're under stress. So today we're talking about where are we in terms of how fundamentally flawed are we feeling? Are we feeling like on Monday night we had a health class and we talked about, are we feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? Are you feeling like a failure, or are you feeling like a success? Scale of 1 to 10, what would you say? What number would you rate yourself? And then would you feel on a scale of depression to fulfillment, from 0 to or from 1 to 10, how depressed or fulfilled do you feel? And we put those two numbers together, and we can decide, hey, am I worn out? Am I burned out? Am I thriving, or am I just surviving? And that's called the quadrant of a continuum. And it's a fulfillment and excess continuum. So we can literally objectify how we're feeling about ourselves and our lives. And raise your hand if I was, safe to say, 7 years ago, before I even started working, really when I started working with really virtually, I was in burnout mode big time. And now it's safe to say I've moved all the way up through worn out and burnout to through thriving to surviving, or through surviving to thriving. And it's been a process. It doesn't happen overnight. And I've had to learn, and we all have to learn, and we're all in the process of learning what we self-care, and how to rewrite these dysfunctional thinking patterns and reactions to stress that we have. And so, no, I'm letting you off the hook. You're not fundamentally flawed. You're not completely, worthless as a human being. You are not just completely broken hopelessly at all. That's not it. We just have to get our stinking thinking out of our brains and unwrite some of those broken messages and those broken patterns, or those stuck patterns, like a broken record, a needle in a record, a skip in a record. So when we keep repeating the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, it's the definition of what? Insanity. So we're all in our group committed to not being insane, and we're all middle-aged middle-aged mavens looking for makeovers in our lives. So we encourage you to join us every noon for Happy Health Habits Happy Hour. And I have a little reading from my Language of Letting Go book. This is my Melody Beatty tribute, because April is Stress Awareness Month. And so I've been trying to do some more stress related items here, but this is a great little paragraph from this book. It was a reading for today. It says, under great times of stress, it's great to get back to the basics. Focus on detachment, deal with the feelings, and take life one day at a time. Easier said than done, right? Our most important focus during times of high stress is taking care of ourselves. I'll repeat. Our most important focus during times of stress is taking care of ourselves. What do we normally do? Run around taking care of everyone else and forgetting about ourselves. That is the most important focus during times of stress. Are you stressed? Raise your hand. Okay, if you are, take care of yourself today. Self-care. It says we're better able to cope with the most irregular circumstances. We are better when we take care of ourselves. We're better able to cope with the most irregular circumstances. We are better able to be there for others, and if we are caring for ourselves. Okay, we can ask ourselves regularly, what do I need to do to take care of myself? Self-care is not as easily, self-care may not come easily in times of high stress, as you know, but self-neglect actually may be more comfortable and easy, right? Self-neglect, it's kind of like the default. But taking care of ourselves always works. And I have had to learn this the hard way because it was painful for me to take care of myself. When I first started learning how to do self-care, it was agonizing. So trust me, it's not an easy process. Even it seems like it would be, but it's not an easy process to learn how to be okay and feel comfortable with self-care. And so learning what the fight or flight symptoms are, fight, flight, fawn, freeze, all of the things, learning how you respond to stress, whether it be underfunctioning or overfunctioning or freezing or being paralyzed. Those are just responses to stress. So remember that there is no situation where you're feeling like you can't get out of bed, or you can't stop yourself from overworking, or you can't make a decision, you're just stuck and paralyzed. Those are signs of stress, and just take care of yourself is the answer. Being more aware of where you are in the world and the continuum, what's happening in your thinking. There's some there's a habitfinderhealth.com with /Amy W. You can go there, take the test. I'll put the link in the comments to see just how many things are going on in there that are running your show and that are keeping you stuck. You'll be able to find that out. So it's the awareness is half the battle, and then you go to work on what to do about it. So my tip for you guys today, April's anti-stress month here, is to do some form of self-care, and maybe take the healthy thinking profile quiz. It takes 15 minutes, and see what you got and see what you're working with, and then we can go to the mat on where to go from there. So there's a will, there's a way, and no, you're not stuck and hopelessly broke. So I look forward to talking to you soon, and just message me whenever you feel like you want to connect. I'm here, we're all here. Have some fun and do the happy dance. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.